In the middle of a Central Asian desert, there's a hole in the ground that's been on fire since before most of us were born. Locals call it the door to hell. Nobody, not even the country it's in, has an official record of exactly how it started. And right now, in 2026, it might finally be going out. Which raises a stranger question than you'd expect. Is that actually a good thing? This is the Darvaza gas crater, sitting in Turkmenistan's Karakum Desert. It's about 65 meters across and 30 meters deep, roughly the length of a football field and about as deep as a 10-story building. The most commonly told story: in 1971, Soviet engineers were drilling for gas, hit a hidden underground cavern, and the ground collapsed beneath them. Worried about poisonous gas spreading into nearby villages, they reportedly lit it on fire, expecting it to burn out in a few days. Here's the twist: that's just the most popular version. Turkmenistan has no official record of this ever happening. When explorer George Kourounis, the first person to ever climb down into the crater, asked local geologists in 2013, they told him something completely different: that the crater actually formed in the late 1960s and wasn't even lit on fire until the 1980s. More than 50 years in, and nobody can even agree on how old this fire actually is. In 2013, after 2 years of planning, George Kourounis became the first person to ever descend into the crater itself in a custom heat-resistant suit with only 17 minutes before he had to be pulled back out. He described it as far hotter and far bigger than he expected, and he wasn't just there for the spectacle. He was collecting soil and gas samples. Scientists later found that despite the extreme heat, microscopic life, extremophile microbes, was surviving in the soil at the crater's edge. You'll also see travel blogs claim that moths and spiders are drawn to the light and throw themselves in by the hundreds. Worth knowing, there's no actual peer-reviewed study confirming that. It's popular travel folklore, not confirmed science. This crater has had a genuinely strange political life. In 2013, and again in 2019, Turkmenistan's president was filmed driving donuts around its edge, partly just to prove to the public that he wasn't dead. But as far back as 2010, that same government was also talking about putting the fire out entirely. The reasoning? Health concerns for nearby residents, environmental damage, and, for a country whose economy runs heavily on natural gas exports, a recognition that this is gas literally burning away for nothing. The call was renewed in January 2022, right before the president stepped down and handed power to his son. Starting in 2024, new wells were drilled nearby specifically to divert gas away from the crater before it ever reaches the surface. By 2025, Turkmenistan's state gas company reported the fire's intensity had dropped by roughly 2/3. Photos from recent visitors confirm it. Where flames once lit up the desert for miles, now only a few isolated pockets of fire remain. But actually extinguishing it completely is proving difficult. Kourounis found that even digging into the crater floor for samples created new paths for gas to escape. New fire would start right where he'd just dug. And here's the twist nobody expected: burning methane actually converts it into carbon dioxide and water vapor, both greenhouse gases but far less potent than methane itself, which traps roughly 30 times more heat over a 100-year period. So putting the fire out doesn't necessarily solve the emissions problem. Some experts warn it could make things worse, letting raw methane escape unburned instead. Whether extinguishing the door to hell is actually good for the climate is a genuinely open question. As of the most recent reports, nobody's set a firm date for when or if this fire will ever be fully out. 50-plus years in, this is a landmark whose origin story nobody can confirm, whose ecological impact keeps shifting the more we study it, and whose future is being decided in real time, right now. Most eternal flames are metaphors. This one was genuinely trying to be literal, and even that might not last. That's your OHpedia for today. If this made you go, "Huh, I never knew that," share it with someone whose brain you like.